Welcome to the pipeline. Welcome to the pipeline. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Happy late Father's Day. Happy late Father's Day. Y'all, hope y'all had a wonderful, wonderful Father's Day. To my guys out there, hopefully y'all spend time with y'all children. Even if y'all didn't spend time with y'all children, hopefully your children, embraced you and showed you love and appreciation. Because, like I was telling everybody yesterday, it's not about no gifts. It's not. It's free. Love is free. Love on your babies. Love on your babies, and these babies gotta learn to love on their fathers, regardless if the fathers are not with the parents or not. Get that hatred out your heart. Get that hatred out your heart, and get a relationship with these kids. Even the women, get the hatred out your heart and let these men be fathers to their children. We need that support system in our communities. Especially, y'all know it's stepdaddy season too. It's stepdaddy season. So, like I was talking about before, y'all, some people ain't got no problem with stepping up and taking care of somebody else's responsibilities. Kudos to the ones that do, the stepfathers that's in these kids' lives, showing, a productive father figure, showing a young man how a man's supposed to treat a woman, how a young man's supposed to conduct himself in a society full of hatred. Shout out to y'all. If you in here, hit the like button for me. Good morning, pull up park. Hit the notification bell. Subscribe to the channel. Hold on, y'all. Let me grab my stuff. Y'all, I gotta get this. Hold on, y'all. Pull up, pull up. Fathers matter. Fathers matter. What's up, pipeline? Um, Talk to y'all about something real quick about the weekend. I slept really good too. I did. I slept really, really good last night. Y'all listen, I went to bed, I think at like 8, almost 8, 8:30. I woke up at 3 a.m. My weekend was full of excitement, full of excitement. It was a good weekend. And like I tell people, like, get into things that you love doing, right? Because when you do things that you love doing, it don't feel like work. It don't feel like work. I report on a lot of different stories that come with a lot of pain, and I try to open people's eyes up from a different point of view with these stories that I cover. But just because I cover the type of content that I cover, y'all don't think I'm not happy in my life. Don't think I'm not happy in my life. I love everything in my life. I love me inside and out. And I wouldn't trade nothing. I wouldn't trade my life in for nothing in the world. No regrets. I live a life where I do what I want to do, when I want to do it, how I want to do it. That's freedom. I have managed to build my brand and build myself up in a way that people don't understand because I stopped chasing the things that don't mean absolutely nothing. When I stopped spending so much money on material things and started investing in myself for free, I think that was the best freedom I could have ever came across in my life. I really do. I had to learn how to find peace internally. And once you find peace within yourself, and you embark on a journey of positivity, everything you do after that moment is just simply is fulfilling to the soul. Because now at this point you have discovered who you are as a person, and you also have discovered what do you want out of this thing called life. So when you get to that point of self elevation, right, you start moving in accordance to the things that make you happy. You stop chasing behind people and things, and you start chasing behind either a spiritual higher calling or just your purpose in life. And that's what I have managed to discover within myself. Like I said, I tell y'all this about 10 years. It took me like 10 years to get to this point. Even with the slip ups, the hiccups, getting back up, picking myself up, slip and fall, because it's not an easy journey. It's not an easy journey. So I love doing community activism work, and I love doing music. I have a heart to help children. I try to help a lot of these adults, but a lot of these adults are so far gone mentally, and either the way they think or the train of thought that people have within themselves. After a while, certain people, like they say, are set in their ways. Some people are set in their ways. But that still don't mean it's not room for change and growth. Because I believe everybody can change. I believe everybody have a good side and a bad side. You can't just put that on, oh, you a Gemini, you a Capricorn, you a Sagittarius, you Aries. I think everybody has a little bit of good versus evil inside of them. And sometimes a lot of the evil demonic side will take over in a person's mental more so than the God fearing part sometimes, so you kind of gotta stay on balance with it. You gotta try to put good energy into the world. You gotta try to most definitely have positive thoughts. And you most definitely have to treat people with respect and treat people just as they are, as humans, regardless of their circumstances or their way of life. So I have a lot of people that don't like me behind me being positive. And as weird as that sounds, people don't like that I am so positive. They make it seem like I think my life is just perfect. I don't think my life is just perfect. There's just no room for toxic energy. There's no room for negative thoughts. There's no room for stagnation in my life. So with me being that way, I don't think I'm better than nobody. I think it's a lack of within the people mindset that make a person think the next person is better than them. Because it can also be the way you carry yourself and how you handle people. Because I know a lot of heartless people, a lot of heartless people. And when you look at their life and the lifestyle that they live in, you can understand why that they're not getting good results. It don't take a rocket scientist to look at somebody and tell the type of choices and the lifestyle that they're living on why they're getting the results that they're getting. It's that simple. You know how many people tell me life is not perfect? It's not like that. Life is what you make it. Life is what you make it. If you want to sit up around a whole bunch of people who got a pity party, or you constantly got a pity party, there's not too much good energy is going to come from that situation, from the way that you think. So back to my whole weekend thing. My weekend was good, y'all. Like, it was good. I mean, even with the music, I feel good. With the music, I feel good. With the kids, y'all. When I tell y'all how the neighborhood showed up in them projects and the talent that was in them projects with them kids, I mean, it was priceless. I mean, my whole weekend. If I was to say the highlight of my weekend, it would have been with them children, with them kids and them teenagers. I mean, y'all, they was freestyling, they was dancing, they was singing, they was doing arts and crafts, they was painting, freedom of expression. I mean, everything was about expression. Y'all, it was so many people that showed up. It was sponsors. It was community activists. It was the radio station. It was car lots. I think it was of two car lot owners, two big companies of car lot distributors that was there. I mean, and then when I was telling everybody, like, they like, what you doing this week? And I'm like, hey, y'all come on down. Y'all come on down to the projects. Like, I told them where it was at. And people don't like going to the projects. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of going to the projects either. But when it comes to certain things with the community, I don't mind walking through there. I don't mind walking through there and passing out flyers and helping them kids. The type of community activism work that I do in the organizations that I'm with, we concentrate on the heart of the hoods. That's what we do. We go to the highest crime rates cities and get involved with these kids and try to get these families donation and food boxes and clothing vouchers and back to school literature. This is what I do. So when it comes to coming to these environments, I'm not afraid to go in them. I'm comfortable in them. I was a product of my environment once upon a time. So just because of where it's at, people still choose not to come. But then after they see the afterwork, like y'all, we was giving out this, we was giving away that. When I came back home and my people came over, so I tell them like, y'all should have came. It's like, where was it at? Like I kept telling y'all, they like, oh, we didn't know, or we just didn't want to go to the projects or whatever. That was cool because y'all missed out on the opportunity. Y'all missed out on having interactions with beautiful children and beautiful adults. A lot of people in the projects, everybody is not suffering. It's a way of living, but it's people that got good things going on down there too. Everybody in the projects is just not selling dope and tricking and prostituting. I mean, you got some people that got jobs and got businesses and everything that live in the projects. So I think people missed out on a good opportunity to network and build their brands. Also, you missed out on the opportunity of being blessed by donating your time and going to go do God's work for free. That's what it's about because everything isn't about numbers. So I'm gonna just show y'all real quick. Let me see. I'm gonna show y'all some stuff. Let me turn my light on. See y'all, these is bags. They got two bags. This was one bag, and then this bag. This is the book bag. Right, this was a girl because we did them for girls and boys. So the girls got these ones, and it's not a fancy backpack, but it's a nice, sturdy backpack. You know what I mean? The tag still on them. Everything in here was donated. Here goes some supplies. See, we put the supplies in here. See, they got crayons. Let me show y'all. Hold on, let me open it up. Let me put the phone out so I can show y'all something else. Hold on. It was really nice. I had such a good time, y'all. Okay, let me pull this down so I can show y'all what they got in their bag. Okay, y'all. So this was the little pouch on my screen. Okay. Stay little pouch. Got glue sticks, pens, crayon, sanitizers, pencil, eraser, then a ruler, brand new notepad, a folder. They got folders. What else we put in their bags? Here go the t-shirt to the t-shirt sponsor. Let me show y'all the shirt. See the shirts for the kids, y'all? We Progress was the name of the event. Y'all see that? Active neighbors for a healthy neighborhood. Active neighbors for healthy neighborhoods. And what else did they get in their bag? See, y'all, we loaded the kids up. They had hot dogs, y'all. It was juice, hot dog. See, and they got sunglasses. This a girl's bag. More stuff, y'all. This is what we do. And it was crazy that I was trying to get everybody involved. Like, well, hey, y'all come and check us out. You know, we doing this for the kids, and y'all come donate y'all time. People ain't even want to donate their time. They ain't want to donate their time, but it's okay because guess what? I ended up getting me a scratch-off ticket, right, y'all? Look at this. Y'all see the 3 entries? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Entry. Oh yeah, gang gang. I got 3 entries, and then I turned around and got the 35th anniversary. What'd that say? 35th anniversary, 15 million. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some cash explosions. Y'all go ahead and get y'all some of them cash explosions. Because it's going down, right? So I register my lottery tickets, right? So they say, oh, you could appear on the game show. If you now the ticket is a cash explosion, $2 cash explosion ticket. I go give me 2 scratch offs or whatever. I'm feeling good after the event with the kids. I'm like, let me go buy me some scratch off tickets. I buy 3. First scratch off, I won $10. I scratched the second one off. Boom, I scratch off 3 entries. I'm like, what? Look at God, right? So I hurry up, sign the back of the ticket. They like, oh, you got to register it so you can appear on the game show Cash Explosion. I'm like, oh, yeah. So boom, I go to OhioLottery.com. I put the ticket in or whatever. They like, oh, look for the next drawing or whatever. Your name could be pulled. Then they said if you scratch off, oh, wait a minute. So I scratched the 3rd ticket off. Boom, boom, boom. I scratched the 35th anniversary sticker. So they say when you scratch off the 35th anniversary, if you reveal the 35th anniversary symbol, right after the 3 entry, you get, they put you in a drawing for the TV show and the Super Show. So if y'all know Cash Explosion is a show that you just go on and get money. It's not like Family Feud and none of that. Whatever you pick, 9 out of 10, you're going to come out with a win. So y'all keep me in prayer with that. I don't know. Can we put, y'all, can we put prayer with gambling? I don't know if we can. Can we do that? Can we pray that I hit or get on the game show? Can we use prayer with gambling? I don't know if that's against the rules. Can we? I don't know. But I'm telling you, I'm sure praying that prayer because I got a lot of things that I got in mind if I go on this TV show and win this money. Now, it's not guaranteed my name going to be pulled, but how coincidental is that? 2 tickets in a row, I get 3 entries and I get the 35th anniversary sticker and they tell me to enroll into the... Man, listen. Good things is happening to the pipeline, y'all. Thank y'all for coming to the pipeline. Hopefully, y'all checked out the little snippet of the little music I dropped. I've been working on so much new music, y'all, and music is my therapy. Music is my therapy. That's like, besides home, the studio is the second place I feel at home at. So it was really good. It's always a pleasure being in the studio. It's always good letting off steam. Every weekend, every weekend, I'm constantly doing things that I love doing. And I love being with my children and I love being with other people's children. I love gravitating to these kids while they're young because we see the times that we are in and it's good to grab a hold to these kids. Tell them, good job. Stay in school. I see you, baby. I see you over there bouncing that ball like that. I see you over there. Try to keep these kids motivated and inspired to be great as much as you can. Even if the children is not your children, it's still good to show these kids support because these kids are our futures. They are. So when I'm going to definitely do my little videos and stuff, a lot of people, y'all know I'm emotional. I could get emotional. Y'all see me go through all kind of stuff on my channel and I don't regret none of it. And I will not erase none of it. Just like I won't erase none of my subscribers. I'm not erasing no subscriber account like hiding my subs and all that. Nope. There's a journey of grinding and growth and development. So a lot of these new bloggers and vloggers and stuff, I like to do these videos to keep them motivated and inspired too, because it's not about your views and it's not about how many subs you can get. I mean, I know eventually people want that to be the goal to get a check. You know, I'm quite sure that's the game plan for a lot of people, but you still have to go through your beginning stages of learning, building. I'm not hiding nothing. For what? What is there to hide? I want people to see the growth because nothing comes easy and nothing comes overnight. Living your truth as much as you can. So I wanted to talk about I left my coffee, y'all. Hold on, I gotta get up and get my coffee. I wanted to talk about the Wendy Williams saga, y'all. This is good morning, whoever just tapped up in here, pull up. Um, I wanted to talk about Wendy Williams this morning, even though I didn't do a Father's Day vlog, but I gave y'all love today or whatever. I was tied up with the kids and the family and everything yesterday. And after that long weekend, I kind of needed a day off. And then, I got to y'all know I got to get back on everything with what's going on with my sister too. So I might be taking another little break, y'all, because it's just a lot going on with me. But however, back to the Wendy Williams situation, y'all, I feel so bad for Wendy Williams, y'all. Like, how they did her was so disrespectful. The way that network and her husband man, listen, I watched the last episode of Wendy Williams, the Wendy Williams show, and they only dedicated a little piece to Wendy, and this is her show of 14 years. They show all these other people and all the people she worked with, which is fine because that goes to show the history on how long she been on air and this and that and the other. But I think they should have gave Wendy like a whole week worth of celebration, because she is hated, but she is also loved. We love Wendy for being messy and gossiping. That's what these bloggers are. We all are like little versions of Wendy Williams. We stay in people's goddamn business. We constantly get these stories that don't even have facts that we got to put together. And then sometimes we think we be knowing the facts and then we don't. Then we got to come back and apologize. It's the same thing. This blogging game is sort of like miniature Wendy Williams. You know what I'm saying? We loved her for being messy. And we also loved her for also having a good heart and doing a lot of things for a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Wendy most definitely gave people a lot of their flowers. Whether she let them come on their show, let them promote their brands, and let their families come on. It was a lot. And to see how they did her over her money. First of all, let's go back. Let's go back to why I feel it is important to be your own boss, your own entrepreneur, and stop going under these networks and these labels. Stop getting tied up with these people in higher places that control you and become your puppet masters. Wendy Williams had the money and everything that she needed to do her own thing. Like I think she about to do now. I think she about to do her own Wendy podcast from her own home and probably make just as much money as she did on the show after a while. She was publicly humiliated by a man. First of all, her and her husband worked together on the Wendy Williams show. A lot of people say don't mix business with pleasure. But in a way, I feel like as a couple, as a married couple, and finances being tied together, why wouldn't you want to invest in your partner or your partner invest into you? Or y'all have some kind of business endeavor with each other? I mean, I think that's just only normal, right? Some people say I can't work with my husband. Some people say I can't work with my wife. I don't know. I think after when you reach a certain financial bracket, you will want to support the other, your spouse's dreams or their goals. You want to either financially help back that up or whatever you could do to be involved to show your partner, hey, I support you. And I think a lot of relationships now lack that support from each other. I do. I think that that's a big thing for me. But let's go back to how her and her husband worked together. And then her husband cheated on her. And who knows if this was Kevin Hunter's first time cheating on her. I mean, we don't know that. Her husband cheat on her, get another woman, get the mistress pregnant, and move the mistress a few miles up the street from Wendy Williams' house. Tell me if that ain't the most disrespectful slap in the face ever. Like, hold on, I put you on. Even though you helped with the show and everything, but it's my name that carried this bread. It's my name that carried this family. And then you take my money. Because not only did he get his own check from working on the show, but her money helped supply his lifestyle. So you take my money, get a mistress pregnant, had a baby, and y'all playing house down the street from me. Ah, that right there is enough to cause a woman to go off the deep end by itself. Let's not forget about she being she a mother, she a businesswoman, she got all these entrepreneurs endeavors going on. But that right there hit home. That type of pain right there will cause a woman to snap. That's when the beginning started of all of this Wendy Williams drama. Y'all don't know what she had to go through dealing with that man and dealing with riding past these people's house every day that you done started a brand new family with off of my goddamn money. That right there caused a woman to go sick mentally, straight off the deep end. So while she dealing with that, she also got to deal with the blogs talking about her life every day. Her husband driving this. The woman, the mistress, was driving Wendy Williams' Rolls Royce. He let the mistress drive Wendy cars. I mean, y'all, it's just the stuff that Wendy has went through this last year. I don't think people really understand the extent of pain that Wendy Williams is going through. And a lot of people like, well, oh, F Wendy, she kept a lot of mess up. She got stuff going on. A lot of people got a lot of stuff going on. And there's a lot of people that keep mess going on. She just ended up being the one to face of the messiness. But we already know how Hollywood and how the industry work with mess and toxicity. We know how that go. So after not only that being ridiculed and humiliated in front of the public eye, she do an interview with Dr. Oz, right? Dr. Oz seemed like he specifically asked her strictly about, y'all know what we talking about, that left hook, right hook, that jab. That left hook, right hook, that jab. Wendy, how you feel about it? She like, I ain't with it. I'm totally against it. This is not what I don't trust it. This, that, and that. Next thing you know, here they come. Oh, her accountant get fired. Here they come. Wendy like, wait a minute. Something going on. My money is not adding up. This was after the Dr. Oz stuff, right? The stuff, wait a minute, my money ain't adding up. Let me hire my own team to get down to the bottom of this bag. It's not coming together right. Not only after her husband cheated on her, she find out that her accountant of almost 20 years have been stealing money from her. Now, we hear this happen all the time. Look what happened to Ruben Studdard, Fantasia, and we see this all the time with these accountants. Steve Harvey, we see it all the time with these accountants stealing from these people. So Wendy Williams find out, oh, my accountant been stealing from me after all these years. Oh, okay. You fired. You out of here. The old accountant Deb goes to Wells Fargo because her name is still listed on paperwork as Wendy Williams' accountant. She go and tell them, my client is unfit to handle her money. She has mental issues. She's spiraling out of control. I'm telling you, put a clamp on the money. Right after Wendy fired her, right? She clamped the money down. Wells Fargo, Wendy like, hold on, how y'all gonna stop me? Don't worry about it. I'm gonna get my attorney involved. I'm gonna get my little money back, yada, yada. But I think it's crazy to work as hard as she worked and did for that show. And they locked her money and took her money away from her the way that they did. This is a sad story. This is a Black woman who have made it to success. Wendy Williams has been ridiculed, stumped, kicked, punched, everything you could think of that the world could do to a woman. Wendy Williams have encountered that and still remained humble. Look at her now. It is mentally driving her ill, on top of her having Graves' disease. Not only do she got Graves' disease, like I tell y'all, stress. Stress can cause heart attacks. Stress can cause high blood pressure. All those things can trigger other things that real life plays into our personal, when real life events happen in our personal lives and stress kick in and anxiety kick in, a lot of different things can happen. High blood pressure, strokes, heart attacks. You can start eating unhealthy. You could become a diabetic. It's a lot of different things going on with Wendy Williams, and my heart really goes out to her. How they doing her. They gave her probably a 5 to 10 minute segment on the last episode of her show. And the sad part is they even throwing out her purple chair. That's the part that's like, really? So now y'all really on some personal. Now they doing Wendy Williams on some straight personal attacks. You doing this and you speaking out against all these people about your money and stuff. Every time they speak out, about being mistreated or what's going on behind the scenes, they don't like that. Them higher ups don't like that. To even be so petty to throw her purple chair out. Now, this is the thing that the world needs to know. Do Wendy even want the purple chair? Because what made the world come up with the solution of they even throwing out the chair? Wendy probably told them, did she tell them I don't even want that chair? So which made them throw it out, or did they not even give her an option and just throw her chair out? This is sad. Like, y'all can't even put it in y'all foyer to the Wendy Williams studio when you walk in. Y'all can't put the chair out in the hallway with maybe her picture on there and a gold plaque or gold frame. This is her show that she built. Built it from the ground up and they took it straight from her. Fame is a dangerous drug. And when you get to going against the agenda, at that point, sometimes a lot of people's lives be in danger when they stop going against when they go against the agenda. Whatever Wendy got going on behind the scenes, I do think she is gonna come back with a haymaker. Wendy about her back, and Wendy know a lot of people in high places that wouldn't mind investing in her and help her out. But a lot of people, I think, is scared in a way to invest because of everything she got going on with the money and this, and then they see her health declining and they seeing the partnerships that she's working with, she rubbing them the wrong way, so they don't kind of want that on their hands because they deal with these people who Wendy deal with. Y'all, this game is cutthroat. This industry is cutthroat. This game is cutthroat. And life is cutthroat. That's why I tell people, get on your entrepreneur. Own everything you touch. One thing about me, I own everything, regardless of how long it took me to get it and how many L's I took. Man, everything I touch, I own. I'm not renting nothing. I'm not paying nothing. Get your stuff copywritten. Get your masters to your music. Go down to the IRS. Call the IRS or get your paperwork for your LLCs or whatever you got to do. Stand on legitimate business, because when you don't, it will come back and bite you. Not saying Wendy Williams' business wasn't legitimate, but if she would have been keeping her eye on that money, I think a little bit better, and the people that was around her, I don't think this probably would have ended up the way it was ended up. But think about it. Was the cheating incident, was that all part of a distraction to keep her distracted off of her finances? The stuff that her husband pulled? I'm just saying, I really want y'all to think of it from that way, because what we experiencing from Wendy Williams, I think a lot of women need to pay attention to what's going on with Wendy. They do, because it's deeper than what we think it is, even with the cheating and even with them locking her money down. How you gonna lock my millions away from me? They do it to a lot of them. You see, they try to do Martha Stewart. Somebody told Martha, they coming for you. You better move that goddamn money. Martha said, I'd rather go to jail before y'all take anything from me that I done built 30, 40 years of. Take me to jail. Martha moved her money offshore account. Man, next thing you know, we seen her in shackles. Martha making biscuits and cakes for the girls in jail. Martha was like, look, I ain't the one, baby. This ain't what we about to do. Then y'all gonna put me in prison for moving my own money that I won't let y'all control and take? Yeah, lock me up. Martha did that time. as a white woman. How was Martha when she went to jail? Like 60 or something, Martha went to jail? They talk about Bill Cosby. He old. Man, they ain't show that support like that for Martha. When Martha went down, they pulled Martha shit. They put her product off the shelf, put her TV network off the shelves and everything because Martha moved them M's that they couldn't touch. They was mad. Martha like, hold on, Uncle Sam. I don't owe you nothing, Uncle Sam. We good. But these other folks, they ain't getting a penny. I'm out of here. We see Martha Stewart with Snoop Dogg 10 years later. Look how long it took for Martha to even get back on her. Not saying she never went on her game, but I'm saying look at how many years the transition took for her to even reappear back on TV. And what they do to Martha, you ain't sitting with us. You can sit over there with them niggas. That's what happened. Sit over there with them niggas because you ain't with us no more. You ain't for the people, Martha. You gonna go over there right with them. Next time we see Martha, she was on stage with Snoop, and Snoop smoking blunts and cooking. And they told like, this is what I'm saying, the games that they play. So, y'all, it's crazy. I really feel bad for Wendy, y'all. I do. And I just think that the show, how it went out, they was trying to, even Fat Joe was like, well, Wendy, when Fat Joe and Remy hosted, it was like Fat Joe got on the live with Remy. He was like, Wendy, we just want to know how you doing when you returning because, everybody's stepping out. We doing it for you out of respect that we have for you or whatever. And then it's like people putting the pressure on Sherri Shepherd. Like, is Sherri Shepherd about to get her own show or did Sherri Shepherd walk away from it? Because I know once upon a time, Sherri was saying she didn't want to take the position. She was just doing it to help Wendy out and how much respect that she had for Wendy. So I don't know if Sherri doubled backed on what she said or did she like walk away from it, because I know her and Wendy had a little spat for a little bit. And that was the last time I really kept up with Sherri Shepherd. But I don't think I think Sherri Shepherd is a good co-host. I think she's a great fill-in, but I don't think Sherri Shepherd would do the type of numbers that Wendy would do. I just don't see it. People love drama, people love controversy, and that's what Wendy was very good at capitalizing off of was controversy and the drama. I don't think Sherri Shepherd can fill them shoes. No disrespect, I like Sherri Shepherd. I do. I like Sherri Shepherd. But I don't think she can fill them shoes like Wendy. Wendy got some big shoes to fill, literally. I think Wendy wear like a size 14 or something. Did y'all see them shoes? Yeah. I was like, oh, man. I know Wendy feet was that big. And like, yeah, she do got some big feet. Like, I hear people talk about her feet and stuff, but Sherri Shepherd, them some big shoes to fill. And I don't think Sherri Shepherd got what it takes to fill Wendy's shoes. We love Wendy. I love Wendy. I always been a big fan of Wendy. I love how she tell people how it is and she'll call you out on your bullshit. And that's just what it is. And a lot of people didn't like her for that. And then a lot of people, sometimes she would get information and spread it, and sometimes it wouldn't be true either. But that's all part of controversy and sales. It's all part of a game that people play for numbers. People manipulate these numbers for a check. And shout out to those who do if that's what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not with the manipulation for no numbers. I'm not with the manipulation for no views. You know what I'm saying? I think when you don't be that way, you don't have a high following. You don't have a lot of people really backing you or supporting you because of what you're not doing. Just for instance, say for instance, like artists like Lauryn Hill, India Irie, Jill Scott, that is different genres of music or groups, and they have their fans, their diehard fans. But if you notice, they don't get pushed as hard as women that sell themselves short and sell their bodies and sell different lyrics in their music. They're not gonna get pushed in the way that we would like them to push. I honestly think that's some of the best music. I do. I think that is some of the most best conscious music. And what is they doing? They getting rid of all the conscious music. They're getting rid of all the conscious music. And I think that is why a big part of the culture, and I'm not going to say a big part of the culture, a nice fragment of the culture has been tarnished due to taking the conscious rappers away Like we do still have the Kendricks and the J. Coles, and it's only a few of them. And then we have like the Kevin Gates. But Kevin Gates, he stayed battling with so many different things. Sometimes we don't know which way to go with Kevin. And that's the way people love him for that. But one minute he's a Hebrew, he's a Christian, he's Buddhist, then he's a Muslim, then he wearing kufis, then he wearing feathers. Like, I think Kevin Gates has really confused the masses on which way is he going to go. But they love him for trying to find his way. But I'm so confused with Kevin Gates at this point. I just listen to the music. I don't even try to figure him out anymore. He's a person that's good, that he's not predictable. And that's good in a way, not to be so predictable, but at the same time, don't leave the fans so confused all the time either. You know what I'm saying? So that was my take on the Wendy Williams. My heart goes out to her. Prayers for Wendy Williams, y'all. If y'all do go to her live or something, send her some love. Send her some love. Tell her get well soon, because I think she coming with a podcast, and I think her podcast is gonna be lit. I do. I think her podcast gonna be bigger than the show down the line. Cause think about it, she started in radio. So if she did move to podcasting, that's pretty much home for her. She said she want to stay home. She don't want to be out in the public. She don't want to deal with the stages and all the different stuff that come with the show. She's like, I never knew how happy I would be to just stay in my apartment. That's the part of fame that people don't talk about as much. We see the glitz and the glam and everything, but we don't understand how much these artists and these celebrities would love and miss having a normal life. No roads, no hotels, sitting at home with your kids. The things that are priceless are the things that make us the most happiest. Love. Subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel for me. Hit the like button. Email me pipelinenews2020 at gmail.com. Feel free to email me. Feel free to email me any promotions. Feel free to email me about any upcoming topics y'all want to discuss. And also, go to change.org and sign the petition for Boog the Bandit. Also, go hit the GoFundMe and donate to Courtney Bruce headstone. Subscribe to the channel, y'all. Until next time.